High yeast prices got you down? Don't want to pay a bunch of money for all that liquid yeast? Neither did I. I'm going to show you how I save money by reusing, repitching, and harvesting yeast from batch to batch.
I'll show you the process in detail, but here's the gist of it. Make a yeast starter from liquid yeast and let it go for about 24 to 48 hours. Use a small portion of your starter to fill a sanitized 16-ounce jar about 1/3 full. Then top it off with distilled water and cap it. Indicate the yeast strain and the date that you canned it on the lid. Then refrigerate it until you're ready to make a new starter and pitch your remaining starter.
All right, let's make a yeast starter. Today I'm using White Labs Mexican lager yeast for a Mexican lager that I'm going to use. I want to make sure I have a bucket of sanitizer available, 1000 ml Erlenmeyer flask. Make sure I get that thing nice and sanitized right off the bat. Magnetic stir bar. And then anything else that's going to come into contact with the yeast starter is going to need to be sanitized. So I love to use this proper starter stuff. This is an absolute game changer. Using this instead of making my own wort from dry malt extract to do starters with and yeast nutrients is so much easier. You just pour this in, dilute it with some distilled water. So you want to make sure you sanitize your hands. Who knows what nasty stuff is on those things. So open up my proper starter, pour it right in to my flask and get this going. Dilute it with about 50% distilled water. Star sand here in the bottom. So the last time I made a starter with this Mexican lager yeast, I took a little bit off the top of my starter before I pitched it into my wort. Okay, and that was about a month ago. So I'll just decant the water and diluted wort off at the top of here and just leave a little yeast cake there at the bottom. Get all that yeast out from the bottom of the jar. Okay. Pitch my yeast straight into there. Start my stir plate so that I have a nice little vortex, bringing oxygen down there into that wort so that the yeast can be healthy. And then I take some plastic wrap, stick it on the top, leave it for 24 to 48 hours before I pitch it into my wort.